Hi, it's Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today we're going to do a reformer workout using our box. So you're going to have to use your box to do these exercises today. Normally when I add a prop, I try to make it for if you don't have that prop, you can still do it, but unfortunately you're going to need your box for this one. So, but no other props. And before I get started, I get asked about my reformer pretty often, so I just wanted to let you know what I have. It's a Marathon SPX home reformer. It's professional grade, so the only difference between a home and a studio, the home one's a little bit more narrow, okay? The studio one will be a little bit wider, but this is perfect. I get asked, do I love it? Would I recommend it? Absolutely. This is actually the reformer that I was certified and trained on, so that's why I went with this one. I bought it in the bundle, so I got everything with it. I got the reformer, the box, the platform extender, the cardio jump board, the weighted pole. The only thing it doesn't come with is the props, such as like the Pilates ring or the mini ball. So those are separate, but this is a great reformer, and I actually got it at Costco. They randomly put it on sale, like $700 off. So if you're looking into it, check Costco. That's where I got mine a couple years ago. But yes, I do recommend it and I love it. It's great. So with that being said, let's get started. Today we're going to really focus on our core and our lower body. So lots of glutes, lots of legs and core today, okay? And I want to say this is going to be more towards the advanced level. All levels are welcome to try, but this is probably going to be a little bit more advanced. So I'll shut up and let's get started. We're going to start on one glute spring. So you want to go on your lighter spring if you're comfortable with that, okay? And you're going to put your box on a long box here, okay? And we're not going to put it over our shoulder blocks. We're going to put it in front of our shoulder blocks. And if you have your platform extender, now is a great time to put it on. If you don't, no worries. Just stand on your platform here. So I'm going to stand on my platform first. Always stand on your platform, never your reformer first, especially on a light spring. That reformer will fly up, you will fall, not a good thing. So just really quick, let's just bring our arms up to ceiling, take a deep breath here, and exhale, letting out that air. Perfect. From here, we're going to come down onto our elbows. So come down to your forearms, and we're going to push that reformer out. I'm just going to move my necklace behind. So now I'm in a really nice long plank, okay? I'm pushing my heels back. I'm reaching the crown of my head long. I'm not gripping my box. I have my hands forward or facing each other, or you can clasp your hands together. Try not to grip that box, pulling that stomach in towards your spine. From here, we're just going to do a nice pike to plank series, warming up through that spine. So we're going to pike up, coming onto our tiptoes, dropping that head, really trying to find that V shape of the spine, pulling that core in, and then extending out. And as you extend out, really push those heels back, reach that crown of that head long. Try to keep your elbows under your shoulders. So we're just going to warm up that spine. Go at your own pace here. So we're jumping right into it, okay? Lubricating that spine, waking up, hello, high abs, warming up that body. Good. When you come into that pike, really get on those tiptoes, really try to find that V shape of the spine. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lengthen through that spine, reaching those heels back. Let's go for a couple more. Using your breath here, guys. Inhale through that nose. Exhale through that mouth. And then last one here, let's stay in that plank. Reach that crown, that head long from here. We're just gonna bend the knees in and extend. Really think about lifting that core up towards your spine, guys. Don't let that hang. You got it. Keep your eye gaze at the floor here. You're not reaching up like this. You wanna keep your spine, your neck in line with your spine. For 3, for 2, last one, stay in that plank, elbows right under your shoulders, and now we're gonna saw the arms in and out. So you push out, and then you bring them right back under the shoulders here, okay? Do not come back here like this. Keep them right under the shoulders, and you bring that reformer back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go right into it. We're just going to rotate towards the camera. So I'm rotating towards my right side. So my left arm is going to come onto that box here. My right leg's in front, my left leg's in back. Watch me here. I'm going to make my hand into a fist here. So with my hand at a fist, I'm going to push through that left shoulder. Hand can come up to ceiling or your hip from here. We're just going to bend our knees out and in. Okay, or you can put it behind your head, whatever works. Really press that hand, that fist into that box, pressing through that left shoulder. Do not slouch into it. Lifting up through that left oblique. Slow and steady, you got it, guys. Keep breathing in through that nose, out through that pursed lip. For 3, for 2, and 1. Back to that plank, arm up to here, up to the ceiling now. Now we're gonna pike it up. So I'm gonna reach my hand towards that back ankle and reach it up to the ceiling. Let your head follow your hand here, okay? Your eye gaze, sorry. So you're gonna see my eyes following my hand. And the same thing, I'm piking up, keeping my legs strong and straight as I pike up, reaching up to that left oblique. For 2, almost there. And 1, come back. Last thing here, pulse those hips up, 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 lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees and come on in. Whew, good job. So I am warm, hopefully you are warm. We're gonna go right into that other side right away, okay? So let's go ahead and put our right forearm down, making our hand into a fist here. My back's gonna be towards you guys. And now my left leg's gonna come forward and my right leg's gonna come back. And I'm gonna push out to that plank here. And we're just gonna start from the top, bend our knees in and out. Really lifting up through that right oblique now, okay? Do not slouch into it, push through that right shoulder. Use your breath here. Make that hand a strong fist and press through that hand. Nice long lines here, guys. Think of a long spine. For 3, for 2, 1. Press back out to that plank, and now we're going to go into that pike. Piking up, reaching towards that right ankle, and up. Excellent. Keep going. Think about really trying to keep those legs nice and straight when you bring that reformer home. For 3, 2, last one. Stay in that plank, hand behind your head, and just pulse it up, pulsing and lifting through that right oblique. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees, come on down, and let's just take a quick child's pose because we really just jumped right into our set. Good job, guys. Let's come on up now. We're gonna stay on to that blue spring and we're gonna step up. So we're gonna come onto our either platform our platform extender or our platform, whichever you have, okay? We're gonna place our right foot onto the reformer and we're gonna put our toes up against that box, kind of for leverage to kind of guide us here. Hands on your hips, wherever you prefer, and we're gonna go into a lunge. So we're gonna press out and we're gonna lunge down. Press through that heel as you come back up. So you're really coming into that nice lunge, pressing through that heel. Feel that glute fire up as you bring that reformer in, okay? Slow and steady. Really feel the glute and the hamstring where they meet here, okay? Find a spot on the wall or the floor, whatever works for you. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, arms out to a T, okay? Good. Try to get low in that lunge and press through that heel. The lower we get, the higher the tush. Good job, guys. You got this. For 3, 2, and for 1. Good. Now let's go ahead. We're going to switch. We're going to kind of alternate how we're going to do the lunging. So we're going to press out first, lunge down, bring that carriage in with that nice lunging, and then press up. So pressing out first, when that carriage stops, you lunge down, stay low in that lunge as you bring that carriage in, and then extend the knees, okay? So what we're doing here is different. I'm staying in that nice low squat as I bring that carriage in. Really challenging my stability and really challenging the glutes here. For 2, and then we're gonna switch the direction. And last one, come on up. So now let's switch it. As we come down, we're gonna squat down, lunge down, and then we're gonna bring it up in. So bring it down, and then bring it in with that straight long leg. Good job, guys. Let's go for 2. And last one. Staying there, we're just gonna rotate, okay? So now my legs kind of switch. So my leg that was on the reformer, on the platform is still on the platform. My left leg and my right leg is still on to the reformer here. Now we're just gonna do reverse lunges. So hands on your hips or hands to prayer. And when I come down, I'm coming down with 2 nice L-shaped legs. I'm not extending that left leg out, okay? Coming down with 2 nice L-shaped and up. Putting most of my weight in that platform leg here, okay? Step through that hill when you lift up. Really feel that left glute fire up here, okay? Good. So really think about trying to keep 2 perfect L's with those legs when we lunge back. We're not extending that carriage leg fully yet. Let's go for 3. For 2. And last one. Stay low in that lunge. Hinge forward. Now that left leg kicks back. We're putting all our weight into this platform leg. Feel that glute. Hold that core in towards your spine. Long stride spine here. You can lift your arms up to kind of give a little bit more of a challenge. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep that leg long. Now you're going to bend into that platform leg and lift. So this leg, our platform leg, is our mover. The carriage leg is just along for the ride. I am moving the platform by bending, the carriage, by bending and straightening this platform leg, okay? I'm not pushing back on that box. My left leg, my left platform leg is doing all the work here. Slow and controlled movements. Try to get as low as possible and lift up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, bring it on in. Good job, guys. So now we're going to do the same thing, opposite leg. So going back to our forward lunges, my left leg will be onto the reformer now, and my right leg will be on the platform. So you're just switching which leg that you used before. I'm putting my toes up against that box, and from here we're just going to start with the regular lunges. So hands on your hips, or if you wanted that challenge, out to the T, and just pressing down and lifting up. Try to get as low as possible here, finding a wall spot on the wall or the floor, and keeping your focus there, and that will definitely keep us nice and balanced. Good job, guys. Keep going. Let's go for 3, and then we'll switch just like the other side. 2. And 1, come on in. So now we're gonna push out, bend into that left leg, stay low in that lunge, bringing that carriage in until it hits the stopper, and lifting up. Pressing out, lunging down, drawing that carriage in, and lift. So it's a very slow and controlled move, okay? You really want to feel those glutes and those hamstrings firing up here. If they are warm, you're exactly where you need to be. Let's go for 2. And last one. So now we're going to switch it. So we're going to come down first, lift, and carry it in. Lunging down, extending through that leg, and then pulling that carriage in. Try to find the back of the hamstring and glutes to really pull that carriage back home. For 2. And last one. Awesome, and we're just gonna rotate right into that other side. So now, same thing, right leg's on the reformer, left leg, sorry, I keep mixing it up. Right leg on the platform, and left leg on the reformer. Hands on your hip or at prayer. And we're just gonna go right into those lunges, but we're gonna have those 2 perfect L lunges. So lunging down, pressing through that right heel. Slow and controlled. So we're on that light spring. So the reformer moves a lot quicker and it's less weight to carry us, so we're really using a lot of our body weight here. So, a little bit more challenging. You got it. Stay strong, use your breath, get low as possible. For 2. And last one, stay low in that squat, lunge, hinging forward, extending that left leg now, and now pushing back, back, back. All your weight is in that right platform leg, pressing through that heel, okay? Add some speed to it. Bringing up that heart rate. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keeping that leg extended. Now our platform leg is our mover. We bend to move that carriage out, and we extend to bring that carriage in. Platform carriage leg, this leg's doing nothing. Our platform leg is our mover. All of our body weight is right there in that heel. So lower and lift our body. Slow and controlled here, guys. Slow and steady is more effective. That's how we see results, and that's how we build endurance and strength here, okay? And balance. So find your spot on the wall. Let's go for 3. 2. And last one, bring it on in. So good, perfect. So we're gonna step off of our carriage. Okay, so on the platform, go ahead and step onto the floor. We can keep the box where it's at. We're gonna stay on that nice light spring. I'm going to find my strap closest to me, okay? And I'm gonna take the long strap and I'm gonna place it on my leg closest to the reformer. So I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna place it right above my knee, okay? And I'm gonna kind of rotate my body facing the reformer just a tad. And I said to keep the box here just in case you need some type of something to hold for your balance. If you need it, you'll see. So you want to pull the reformer away from your stopper. And it might take a couple times to get into the right position to really execute this exercise. So I'm going to place my hands on my hip. I'm going to bring my leg that's in the strap into a reverse attitude. So like I said, this is going to take a second to find where I'm comfortable. So reverse attitude here. You can see it's bent. My leg comes up behind me. I have a slight bend in my floor leg. Hands on my hips. This is the best time to find a spot to focus on here, okay? And we're just going to lift up, squeezing that glute, okay? Controlling that carriage as we lift and bring it in. Slow and steady here, guys. Think about squeezing as if you have something right here to squeeze that ball, and slowly release. Keep a slight bend in that standing knee. Like I said, if you need something to hold on to, you have your box there. But if not, really challenge yourself by hands on your hips or at prayer. See, I was better with hands on my hips. Okay, I'm going to shut up and you guys just go ahead, your own pace here. And really think about lifting that carriage, squeezing that glute. Use that breath. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here, guys. Keep it up and just little pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it on in. So good. We're going to take that strap before we hit the other side. I want to go kind of like around that burl. So we're going to take that strap, hold it. We're going to come back onto our reformer here, okay? And I have my long strap. And now I'm going to place it on my outside foot. So it's the opposite leg of what we were just working. It's your leg that's on the outside of that reformer here. You want to be closest to the edge here. If you can, push your box in just a little, just so it's kind of more flush with your reformer and you have more rope, won't like slide on that box here, okay? Come down to your elbows here, or sorry, your left forearm, and from here we're just going to do some leg circles. So I'm going to bring my leg up and all the way around, slow and controlled. So I'm using my box to kind of help me keep my body nice and strong. Press through that left shoulder. Don't slouch into it like this, okay? Nice, strong, long leg. Getting full movement through that ball and socket. Using the back of the leg, back of the glutes to really move that strap here, okay? You got it, guys. Full circles here for 2. And 1. Let's reverse the direction. We're not just working our legs here, guys. Your obliques are working just as hard, okay? To really try to keep that body still. That really rotating up towards that ceiling. Good. Legs on fire. Let's go for 2. And 1. Bring your leg up. And we're just going to press through that heel, bend, and stretch. Try to keep your hip up. Your leg up at hip level. Core in towards that spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that leg down and come out of that strap. Whew. Really quick, before we hit that other side, let's just sit on our reformer and take a quick little 4 stretch on each leg. So bringing your left leg over your right and just pressing down slightly onto your knee. Really feel the glute in the back of your leg. Kind of get a stretch here. It should feel really nice. If you want a deeper stretch, you can hinge forward. Awesome. And then let's switch sides. Same thing. Right leg over left. Little pressure onto where the knee is. Feel the back of that leg really open up here. And then hinge forward for just another deeper stretch. Let your heart rate come down. And slowly come on up. Awesome. So let's hit that other side. So I'm going to come on to the other side of my reformer here, okay? And now I'm going to grab my strap. I'm going to take my long strap and I'm going to place it onto the leg closest to my reformer here, okay? So not your outside leg, your leg closest to your reformer. Bringing it right above the knee, and like I said, come on back till the reformer leaves that stopper so you feel tension on that strap. And then, like I said, it might take a couple times to kind of find that right perfect position, but we're going to bring that leg up into an attitude. Our floor leg, make sure you have a slight bend in that knee. You don't want to hyperextend it. So you have a slight bend in that knee. Our leg that's in the strap is going to come into that attitude here. And when you're ready, find that spot on the wall or the floor, whatever works for you. And we're just going to lift up, squeezing that glute. Feel that glute squeeze and then slowly return it home. If you need that box to hold your balance, go ahead and place your hand on that box. If you're closer to a wall, you can grab that wall. If you really want that challenge, hands on your hip, finding that spot on the floor and lift, squeezing that glute and slowly releasing it back to home. Perfect. Now go at your own pace. So I really need to focus on this side. It's my left side, so a little bit weaker than my right, so I'm not speaking as much. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep it up and little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on down. Whew. Both legs in that exercise work just as hard. Seriously. My floor leg is on fire just as much as my strap leg. So if yours is too, totally fine. You're exactly where we need to be. So let's come out of that. Grab your strap, hold it in your hand. Let's come down onto our reformer, facing the rear, back of our reformer. You can push your box in just till it's flush to the side of your reformer, so it gives you a little bit more room with that strap so it's not rubbing on it too much. And now we're going to place the long strap onto that outside, our left leg. So that leg closest to that wall or whatever side you're working on here, okay? Coming down onto our forearm, we're going to place our right forearm down and we're going to rotate just slightly towards that left side. And we're going to go right into those leg circles. So when you're ready, leg up to ceiling and pull back. Slow and steady here, guys. Same thing, you're pressing through that right forearm. I'm not slouching into that shoulder. I'm keeping this left leg long and strong. I'm using everything I have to move this reformer through this strap, okay? Oblique is working just as hard. You got it. Full circle, so up to the ceiling and pull back for 2. And 1. Let's reverse that direction. Pulling that leg back and forward. So same thing, just reversing the direction of those circles. For 2, burning up. And last one. Last thing here, bend into chest, keeping that leg up at hip level and press through that heel. Same thing. Push through that right shoulder. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bringing that leg down and slowly coming out of that strap and come right into a nice little child's pose. and let's slowly come on out of that. Okay, so we're almost done. We're just gonna go into a reverse box series. So we're pretty much gonna do what we did in the beginning part of this exercise, all that plank, get back into our core with our box on the back of the reformer. Okay, so let's go ahead, before we get anything, let's take our straps off. Grabbing our box, and we're gonna place it towards the back of our reformer, as close as you can get it here, okay? Make sure it's pretty good onto the rails here, very even. And I'm gonna bring my headrest up to the top notch here so I get more range of motion when it kind of collides with that box. And I'm keeping my spring load on one light blue spring, okay? So before we get started, make sure your headrest is up, your straps are off, and your box is on that platform really evenly. You want it right nice and centered, okay? So we're gonna put our body weight onto that box. You wanna make sure that it's there pretty good. So let's start with our plank to pikes. So when you're ready, we're gonna come onto our forearms here, walking your feet back into that nice plank. Remember, don't grip this. Hands at prayer, or you can clasp your fingers. And that blue spring, even though it's light, in this position it gets a little heavy. So when you're ready, we're gonna pike it up, dropping that head, and slowly bringing it back to plank. So it really takes all the core muscles here to really make this work. Use your breath here, guys, bringing that core into spine. Slow and steady. You bring that carriage home. Don't let your springs bring that carriage home. Press through those arms. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Stay in that plank. Bend your knees and extend. So pressing through those arms and those shoulders. We're almost there. Nice strong core, nice strong spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Whew. That really takes every muscle that you have to do. So those are not easy. I feel you guys. Now we're just gonna rotate our body and we're gonna go right into that plank, side plank series, okay? So I'm gonna bring my left forearm down. I'm gonna make that fist that we did before, so we're not gripping that box. Really strong fist here. So you press it into that box, and you're really lifting up through that left shoulder. You're not slouching in. Right foot's gonna come forward, and left leg behind here, okay? When you're ready, hands up, other right hand to the ceiling or behind your head, and we're just gonna bend and stretch. So it might take you a couple times to kind of find where the feet fit good to get range of motion on that reformer. Really bend in and slowly bring that carriage home. Lifting up to that left oblique. You got it, guys. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, extending out and lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on down. Great job. Almost done here. Now our reformer is going to stay home. We're not going to bring it back towards our box. We're just going to hit some hip abductors. So forearm back onto that box. Carriage is docked at home. From here, we're just going to reach that arm overhead, and we're going to find that elbow to knee connection and up. And you want your lowest rib to hit and connect with your hip bone. Getting into those obliques for 3, 2. Last one, keep it extended and just lower and lift that leg. Tap and lift. Good, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one. Slowly come on down. We are almost done. We're just gonna hit that other side, okay? And then we are done with this box series. We'll end with feet and straps, and the day is yours. Whew, my heart rate is up. So when you're ready, let's place our right forearm now onto that box. Now my left leg is gonna come forward, my right leg is gonna come forward. Sorry, left leg forward, right leg back, pressing through that shoulder. Nice strong fist here, hand up to ceiling or behind my head, and we're just gonna bend and stretch those knees. Really lifting up through that left oblique here, guys. Don't drop it. Good. Slow and steady. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out and just pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Keep that carriage docked. And now we're just gonna go right into those obliques. So extending that left arm overhead, reaching that left leg long, and connecting that lowest rib with our hip bone and extend. Try to keep that leg up at hip level. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it extended. Lower and lift that leg. Nice and strong. Toe tap and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend it on in. And we can just take a nice another child's pose here, guys. Excellent. Last one here. So I'm going to come onto my reformer, off of my reformer, and I'm going to place my knee. So now I'm going to face the camera, so my left knee is on the box, and my right foot's going to come onto that reformer. We're going to hit some inner thighs, our hip adductors. So hands behind your head. Make sure your knee's right under your hip. You're not out like that. And this leg's fully extended onto that reformer, keeping that headrest up. So if you can't get a full, we're gonna bring our leg in towards our body. If you're having trouble to grip that reformer, you can place your foot kind of in front of that headrest to bring it back, whatever works for you. So hands behind your head, and now we're gonna pull it in. Bring it all the way in, and then extend out. Slow and steady, okay? Nice and controlled. Remember, you bring that carriage home. You don't let the springs bring it home. So you have full control the entire time. Let's add a rotation as we bring it in towards our body and slowly back to starting position. Use that breath. So nice. You're keeping your hips square towards that camera. And you're really just rotating at the hip, at the waistline. Sorry. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it on home. Great. Let's go ahead and just go right into that other side. So my back will be facing you guys. Now my right knee is on the box. My left foot's on that reformer. I'm just gonna bring it in and out. Same thing. So really walk your leg out as far as you can. So you really feel that inner thigh fire up to bring it in towards your body line and then out, controlling it. Don't let the springs bring you out, because the springs will pull you and you're losing the control of the movement and really focusing on those inner thighs. So really slow and controlled. Pull those shoulders back. Awesome. Now let's add that rotation. Our hips stay square to that wall, and we're just rotating at that waistline. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Slowly bring that home and come out of our position here. So slowly stepping on out, and we are done with the box. So let's go ahead and just put the box down for now. And you're in full cool down mode, okay? So before you get started, grab your straps, place them onto your D-ring, and let's add a spring. So we're on one light glue spring, let's add one heavy spring. So we have 2 springs, one light and one heavy. We're gonna go ahead and lay down onto our reformer, so slowly come on down. Oh, before we get started, I'm sorry guys, if your foot bar is down, let's go ahead and lift it up. And then now let's slowly come on down. So come on down, your headrest can stay up here, reaching behind you, grabbing your strap, placing our feet into the long strap here, and we're just gonna cool down. So press both heels into it and keeping the legs straight. Let's get a nice stretch in the back of the legs with straight legs, lower and lift. Keeping the low back onto that reformer. Try not to arch it, especially when we bring our legs down. Keeping us in the core, not that low back. But feel the back of those legs really open up and stretch. Should feel really nice, especially after all of that leg work, all of that core and oblique work. So, good job, guys. Now let's bend in towards our chest and extend out. So flex the feet as you bend in and point those toes as you extend. So we keep our head fully focused. We're not just going through the movements. So flex and point. Good. For 2. And last one, keep them extended, and now we're just gonna go right into our leg circles. So try to get full circles here as far as you can. Should feel really nice, guys. These are your biggest circles yet. So pointing the toes out towards the side as you circle around will give you the best mobility in those hips. Good. For 2. And 1. Let's reverse the direction. Same thing, just other direction. You're going to pull your legs straight down. So circling around towards that ceiling and down. So all the hard work is done. This is your stretch. This is what you guys deserve. So really take your time here. Feel those muscles opening and relaxing after working so hard. For 2. And last one. Awesome, guys. So now we're just going to bring our heels together and our feet together. Make it diamond shape or a frog shape. Opening up those hips. And now we're just going to bring our feet down towards the springs and allowing your ropes to rest on your chest. And we're just going to take a quick breather here. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job. Let your heart rate come down. And when you're ready, let's slowly come out of those straps and place them onto your D-ring. And slowly rolling on up. Awesome, guys. If you need more time to stretch in your reformer, now is your time. Be my guest. But I am done. Let me know what you think of this exercise. If you loved it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or requests, anything, go ahead and leave them into the comment section. I try to respond to everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I loved it. I'm really trying to film as much as possible. As you know, I did just have a baby 5 months ago, and I have a toddler, so life is very, very busy, especially with this time change. Oh my gosh, you guys, last week was crazy. So trying my best here. So if you do follow me on Instagram, homebody.pilates, I try to post there as often too. So thank you guys so much and have a wonderful week. Bye.